when I see you speak and address an audience, it's coming from the heart for you, because you've gone through that and you've experienced that, and people can relate to that. They can buy into that, can't they? Because they can
absolutely. I always say, and I did a conference a while back at University of Gloucestershire for a call to men, and that morning I got up and I didn't feel right, and it happens that way, because what's happened, you sometimes don't want to get out of bed as a result of what's happened, but I had to, because I know there was these people there waiting for me to talk to them. So I got there and I said, the first thing I said to them was that I'll always be honest and open. I don't feel right today. I didn't want to get out of bed. I didn't want to come here, because that's how it affects you. It affects me as a dad, as a father, and as a man. But what I then went on to talk about for half an hour is how it has affected me, as a person, as a male, as a father, and I spoke from the heart. And I just told them exactly how I felt, and the response that I got from that was great, in the sense that people were in tears and they said, thank you very much for speaking so openly. But that's the way I always am.
That's raw, isn't it?
Absolutely.
You couldn't write that. That's just raw. This is how I feel today. And opening your heart like that is tough, but people clearly benefit from that, and I think the work you're doing is amazing. It's helping so many people. You've now got Julia's patron, Julie Etchingham.
Yes, Julie Etchingham, yes.
How did that come about?
It came about through a friend, really. One of our ambassadors, Sophie Gardner. She's an ex-university friend of Julie's, and so she introduced, and we sat down with Julie, and Julie looked at some of the work we were doing. She was more than happy to come on and be our patron. And in fact, we've done some work with her recently for ITV. We've done the Tonight programme when they did a whole sequence around domestic abuse, and I know she is fascinated with what goes on and finds it unbelievable. But it's great for us because we have a media person there that we can actually either seek advice from, or she can actually promote what we do as a trust. So it is around getting those messages out there, and what better to do that than have someone of that sort of standing. What I'd like to do is get more businesses involved, because I think the business community, particularly with the Working Without Fear project and helping them, I think we can engage with lots of businesses, and we can do a two-way thing. We can ask them to raise money for us, sponsor us, and in return we can deliver the Working Without Fear program to them free of charge. Hopefully that's a win-win situation. So bringing finance into the charity is the number one aim, because that enables us to go and deliver those projects. But also we like people to start to support us in other ways, and in particular raising the awareness. We have a big Facebook following, over 20,000 now.
Wow.
And we like people to like our posts. We try and put out information out there which hopefully will help people, will help raise the profile, raise the awareness. So if people can like and share, then it actually spreads it around. With the power of Facebook, we know.
Exactly. Yeah.
Twitter as well. We've got two Twitter feeds, one for Hollie Gazzard and one for the Trust. Like our tweets, retweet them. Again, we've got over 4,500 Twitter followers now. So the more we get on board there, the more the messages are spreading out wide. Instagram is another one. So they can help us by retweeting, sharing, reposting all of our social media posts that we put on, because that's the only way we advertise. We don't do any other advertising apart from social media, because we think that's the most effective way, most resource light way of delivering our messages. So like our social media sites, get involved with that. If you can fundraise for us, fantastic. And really my sort of plea goes out to the business community. Can you help us? Can you support us? Charities of the Year, can you do some of our sponsorship? We'll have a corporate pack soon available for those people, and in return for that, because we see it's a partnership, I'll deliver Working Without Fear for you. Come and do that.
Fantastic. And my role at Business Connector, it's all about creating those two-way relationships, those partnerships, and I think for sustainability and long-term relationships to last, it is about how the two can work together, and I think there's some perfect opportunities there for both parties to benefit on there.
Absolutely right.
Which is absolutely.
And that's what I like about it. I don't like take. You know, I think as an entity, as a trust, as a person, I want to give something back, or always give something back. And if we can do that with the business community by delivering programs free of charge for them because they're sponsoring us or supporting us financially, then you know, to me that's a big win-win situation.